Well, it's always very, very special to go on the road and find a way to win and in a program that is this is very special. This is a special place, and Grand Canyon can be very proud of what they're building, and the home court atmosphere was everything that that it's been rumored to be. And my first time here, it was impressive. And I told our players one of the advantages of home court advantage is, they can be so disruptive, not just getting the home team ready, but they're so disruptive in forms of communication, and you have to echo things, and that was very challenging tonight, even in timeouts. So I thought we did what we needed to do early. Obviously, trying to get the ball inside to Kofi. We wanted Lever to have to defend him. Kofi's had an unbelievable knack of putting fouls on people. And we established that early. I thought we got a little bit sloppy at the end of the first half, and we had a chance, I thought, to really take the next step, and had a couple bad possessions. But give Grand Canyon a lot of credit. Dan does an unbelievable job. They run terrific stuff, and they made their runs. They do what a good home team does, and then I thought our job on the glass was a big part of the difference, and just being able to out-rebound them 52-26, 20 offensive rebounds. That's kind of what we do. And then I thought Andres Feliz down the stretch was sensational.
Second half, you played out a little similar to Tuesday night.
Not even close. Not even close. Second, there was an 8-minute stretch in the Nicholls State game that never even came close to happening tonight. I mean, they made a run. That's what home teams do. And when you've got really good wings, not even close. And then we executed well down the stretch. So we got stops when we needed to. I thought we were pretty good. We withstood a heck of a run, and it's what home teams do. That have won and had success. This is a winning program, so pretty proud of our guys for that.
Kofi's the first freshman to have double-doubles in the first 2 games since Ephraim's winners. What does that say to you?
Ephraim was pretty good player. The thing that excites me about Kofi is he's got so much more to learn and so much more to garner in terms of his development. And he's an imposing figure, and we've got to be able to utilize that and take advantage of that. And I thought tonight we did that. It was our game plan going in. We did it in our secret scrimmage, kind of like that. He puts a lot of fouls on people, which then allows our guards to drive the ball, makes them much more difficult to guard, and then we can get to the bonus, and we can get to the foul line. And I thought we were aggressive in the first half. We did that. It set up a few opportunities in transition, and then you have to know where Kofi's at all the time.
What was the difference in the execution in the last 4 or so minutes just to stay in that run and get that back to 12?
Yeah, and I thought Dre was he had a matchup that we liked. And keeping Dre out of the paint is a problem. And he's got that little fadeaway. He's got that little knack of getting it where he wants it. And the best part of that was then the help. And that's a play we've just recently put in. We ran it a lot 2 years ago, and Dre made the right plays, and he got the floor spaced, and then we went down and really handled it at the other end as well. So execution was a big piece of that.
You managed the fouls for your takes. BBB, Ben was the first guy off the bench tonight. Jermaine Hammond the first playing time he's had. I assume you wanted to get their feet wet a little bit so you don't run into this problem again.
Yeah, those guys have earned the right to play and get on the court, and they needed to go experience this vibe and this what it's like on the road, and the animosity, and I'm excited about Jermaine's growth and how much he's been able to grow in practice. And a young man that was sick the other day and literally just couldn't go. And so an opportunity on the road, and he wasn't perfect, and nor was Ben, but they got their feet wet, and we can keep growing from there.
5 rebounds in 2 games. We know that's a point of emphasis, but what's led to that number?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big part of what we're trying to do. I've said since the summer, one of the things that we had to do better was get to the foul line, and we had to rebound the basketball better. Kofi draws a lot of attention. He draws a body or two, or at least 1.5, and that frees things up for other guys to get into the glass. We know Dre's a very solid rebounding guard, and Allen and Georgie's effort going to the boards tonight was off the chart, and then DeMonte is a very good rebounding guard as well. So it's what we do. It's the one thing you get 20 offensive rebounds. It's the fouls that you not only just score the basket, but it's the fouls. I think we put 4 fouls on them in the first half on offensive rebounds, and that's a little sidebar that doesn't get talked about a lot, but is very important to us. Well, they spread us out, and that's why we drew the fouls. I mean, they're basically playing 5 guards, and that's a little like we've seen in the Nichols State game is perimeter guys that or post guys that can shoot it and against us, and it's a different animal, and they ball screened, and we were really soft early handling it. We went to switching it late, which helped. And, when they get going making threes, which we knew they would, that's what they do. They attempt 25 of them. They're going to make their fair share. So, but and then they started driving it and found a matchup. And Dan's a heck of a coach, and he sees a crack. He's gonna go at you, and he did with the drives. And they found a way to manage the game with Lieber out.
How important was it for Allen to step up and make some shots for you?
Yeah, it's good to see. He was so good this summer, and we all know that he's an elite shooter, and he's going to be a big part of our growth and a big part of what we do. And I'll put Allen shooting the basketball up against anybody in the country, and he's obviously he's on the glass, and then he's a sneaky, really good defender. So his growth and progress is very vital to us. Well, the first focus is hydrating and eating and getting some sleep. And, this is a NCAA tournament type setting where you play a game. Now, granted, we've got to get on a bus and go a couple hours. But, and then it's the next opponent. And, Sean's been great, and Arizona's been one of the elite programs for the last 30 years in college basketball. And different challenges, but we'll start that tonight in preparation, and do it in the morning before we get on the bus, and then have a good practice and preparation in Tucson. Spectacular. It's spectacular. I'm a huge fan of extremely loud, and the loudest place I've ever been is Allen Fieldhouse. The second one was the one I played in Ahern Fieldhouse at Kansas State. I've been blessed. I've been in a lot of them. This ranks right up there. I mean, the louder the better. And literally, we're in a timeout and guys can't hear. And that's well done. And kudos to everybody that has participated in that. And it's a special place, and it's a great home court advantage. This series, yes, and we thought it was a great opportunity, knowing we were going to come west, and Sean was willing to start a home-and-home series, and just to come out here, and it worked schedule-wise, and as we get ready to play 2 Big Ten games in December. It gives us an opportunity to prepare our guys at two great tests as we go to, I think we open with Maryland on the road. So, you know, that won't be the first time, and we won't be shell-shocked when we walk into that arena. So this is why we did it.
Yeah, I was wondering if it seemed too early, though, in the sense that you're still a developing team, and you're on the road to two true road games the first weekend.
Let's find out. Let's find out early and figure out what we've got to work on, and then we can start to resolve it. And there's nothing worse than playing a bunch of patsies and getting a false sense of who you are, and we're definitely not going to do that.
Is Io pressing offensively with shots? His shots aren't going in. He's making good.
No, I think he's playing really, really well in terms of trying to understand what we're doing. He was pretty good the other night. You know, I think he's you know, took what opportunities were there. He understands that he's garnering a ton of attention, and that's helped Dre. That's helped Kofi. That's helping everybody else, is the amount of attention that he's drawing. I mean, they weren't leaving him, and you know, he cut a couple tough luck balls that didn't go in the first half and a finish. But the one thing I never have to worry about is Io DeSumo, and in any way, shape, or form, that young man works his tail off. And ball didn't go in tonight, and Sunday will be a new opportunity for him to prove that he's a really, really, really good player. Thank you.